Welcome to day two of the Metals Investors Forum. My name is Brian Leni. I'm the editor of Junior Stock Review Premium. Today with me, I have Dave Burwell of Thesis Gold. Thesis Gold is a company that we follow in the Junior Stock Review Premium portfolio and is a big part of my personal portfolio. Dave, thank you for being with us. Can you start off with an overall overview of Thesis Gold?
Thanks, Brian. Thesis Gold is an advanced exploration to development company focused on the Lawyers Ranch project. We have a district scale land position of 495 square kilometers, and we're right now focused on a PEA that we just released and drill results that are coming out very soon.
Excellent. So what's interesting about Thesis Gold's story is last year it had a big change. There was the merger between Thesis and Benchmark. And really is the reason why you've come up with an updated PEA. Can you tell us about that merger and sort of the proximity of these two deposits and how it flowed into this update?
Sure, it was just over a year ago. Thesis Gold merged with its neighbor to the south, Benchmark Metals, and allowed us to combine the ranch project with the Lawyers project, and taking the two projects and combining them to be able to release a resource, which we did back in May. We were able to do a resource just below 5 million ounces at 4.7 million ounces. 4 million ounces were in the measured and indicated category. And we recently put out a PEA that has certainly woken up the market because our share price has appreciated about 30% in the last 2 weeks.
That's excellent, especially as a shareholder. I'm very happy to see the appreciation and market recognition. For me personally, as an investor over the last years, it's been really tough because I've seen good news put out by companies and it was actually sold as this liquidity event to kind of get out of the market because of what was going on. Today, it looks like it has truly flipped where good news is being bought and we're seeing share prices appreciate. So I think that's sort of indicative of where we are in the gold market. And I think, great things ahead, especially for companies like Thesis. What I thought was interesting too is that today's gold prices, you guys have an NPV north of $2 billion after tax and an IRR of 50%. Looking at the production profile, can you tell us more about what you expect over the average mine life and why that's appealing to possibly a strategic in the future?
Yeah, it's interesting because when we originally did the PEA, we set the price at the trailing 3-year average, and so we did it at $1,930. And even then, the numbers are very, very robust. But if you take $2,500 gold, that bumps the numbers up significantly. $2.2 billion after-tax valuation, 52% internal rate of return, 1.3-year payback, and even the AISC is just over $1,000. So the opportunity to bring this project into production is significant, and there is a lot of money to be made.
Right. I think part of the appeal, like you guys have all these great economic and production capability or potential production capability. What else about the location is appealing to both investors and to senior mining companies as a potential M&A target?
Yeah, the location's outstanding, actually. Like, we're 300 kilometers east of the coastal mountains, so we're in the rain shadow. We get very little precipitation. Topography, we have rolling hills and no vegetation or little vegetation. So it is a very good scenario for anybody that is up there. The infrastructure is soundly in place. We have roads. We have an airstrip right there. We've invested a fair amount of money building bridges to make sure that it is turnkey and ready to go.
Excellent. This is almost a 5 million ounce deposit with the global resource between Lawyers and Ranch. But it looks like you guys could even get bigger with your exploration program. You're currently drilling at Ranch. What can investors look for the rest of the year in terms of news flow?
No, because the ranch has so much potential, there's 20 plus targets that are untouched at this point. And we believe that the system there is over 40 kilometers in square kilometers in scale. And as such, we barely scratched the surface there. So there is tremendous opportunity to grow on this resource. We focused a majority of the drilling this year, the 10,000 meters that we're doing on the ranch project. And so like that opportunity is there. We're not just sticking with the PEA that we have in place. There is lots of opportunity to grow this resource.
Excellent. What about 2025? What kind of catalyst can we look forward to next year?
This year's summer program, we're going to see results come out between in the next couple of weeks all the way through the new year. We're also going to be seeing a pre-feasibility study and some other things coming out. So there's a lot of interesting catalysts coming up over the next year.
Excellent. For investment in the resource sector, I primarily like to invest in companies with existing resources like Thesis or a technical study. To me, it's that downside protection of having something that's real and actual. Thesis is catalyst for the next 6 to 12 months look incredible in terms of exploration results and an upcoming PFS by the end of probably late next year. I think Thesis's value proposition is very high considering its price right now, and we should see great recognition in 2025 as they complete that PFS, and I think become one of the premier M&A candidates in the market. Thanks for watching.